A man walks into enemy territory with nothing but a suitcase and a smile, and within the hour he will steal a woman out from under the noses of the world's most dangerous secret police. What he doesn't know yet is that the man chasing him tonight will become the one person he has to trust with his life. Berlin, 1963. The city is split in two, and the Cold War runs right down the middle of it like a scar. A polished American operative slips across into the Soviet-controlled side, tracking down a young mechanic named Gaby. He tells her something she has spent 18 years refusing to believe her father is alive. She doesn't buy it. She hasn't seen the man since she was a child, and she assumes he died long ago. The American lays it out for her anyway. Her father was once one of the most gifted scientists the Nazis had, and after the war, his expertise made him valuable to a new set of masters. Then, without warning, he vanished. Everyone assumed the worst, until now. He's surfaced in Paris, and the whispers say he's being forced to build something catastrophic. If Gaby wants to save him, she needs to come now, because the East German police are closing in. A car appears outside, and that's all the convincing she needs. They bolt, and within minutes, another vehicle is on their tail. Guns blazing, the American's car takes the hits and keeps driving. Their pursuer is relentless, weaving through the streets until his own car finally spins out. He survives the crash. His name is Ilya, a KGB operative assigned to intercept exactly this kind of extraction. We get a glimpse into the American's history, a decorated soldier turned black market smuggler, so skilled at theft and forgery that when the authorities finally caught up with him, they decided he was more useful in a suit than in a cell. So the CIA recruited him instead of prosecuting him. Back in the chase, the American realizes Ilya hasn't given up. He improvises, guiding Gaby through a maze of streets and finally into a building. Out the other side, straight into an ambush of his own making. His people are waiting with rifles trained from above, laying down cover fire while he and Gaby slip away. Ilya, caught in the crossfire, ends up dangling from a fire escape as the dust settles. The next day, both agents are hauled into the same room, and their mutual contempt boils over into a brawl before their superiors separate them. The briefing that follows changes everything. Gaby's missing father has resurfaced in Italy, and intelligence suggests he's being pressured into completing a nuclear weapon. The formula alone could arm a rogue faction with something catastrophic. For once, Washington and Moscow agree on something this cannot happen. So the CIA man and the KGB operative are ordered to work together. Whether they like each other or not, the plan splits them up. Ilya will pose as Gaby's fiancé to get close to her estranged uncle, who has ties to the men holding her father. The American will pose as an art dealer to charm his way into the orbit of a wealthy couple believed to be financing the whole operation. Razor-sharp woman running the show behind her husband's playboy reputation. In Rome, cracks show immediately. Ilya and Gaby are robbed on the street by petty thieves, and Ilya's pride costs him his late father's watch, a loss that clearly cuts deeper than he lets on. Later that night, tension between Ilya and Gaby spills into something else entirely half argument. Half something more before exhaustion, and drink put an end to it. The next morning brings a discovery. Both men find hidden microphones in their hotel rooms, planted by each other. Spy versus spy. Even on the same side. There's no time to dwell on it, though, because that evening's high society party is their best shot at infiltrating the operation. At the party, the American works his charm on the woman running the show, dazzling her with a slick display of sleight of hand and a carefully embellished backstory as an elite art thief. She's intrigued, and an invitation to her private office the next day seals it. Ilya, meanwhile, corners Gaby's uncle, but the man gives up nothing useful. That night, photographic evidence reveals the woman has recently been exposed to radioactive material, confirmation that the group is far closer to finish the bomb than anyone realized. The two agents break into a secured facility together, working in uneasy tandem. They find a hidden vault, but before they can crack it, an alarm sends them scrambling. They escape by speedboat under heavy fire, and in the chaos, the American is thrown overboard. He hitches a ride on a passing truck, pours himself a glass of wine, and watches from a safe distance as Ilya's boat gets shredded by gunfire before finally coming to his rescue. Back at their hotel, the operation's furious backers realize their vault was compromised. The woman in charge tracks the intrusion to the American's room, corners him, and in a twist, chooses seduction over confrontation. Elsewhere, Gabby is pulled back toward her uncle, and it's revealed that she's been quietly feeding him information the whole time. Hoping it will lead her to her father, it backfires badly. Her uncle passes what he's learned straight to the enemy, and the American is captured and tortured for it. Ilya arrives just in time to save him from execution, and together they force Gabby's uncle to talk. He confirms the bomb is complete and about to be shipped out to a remote island right before the interrogation equipment malfunctions and kills him before he can say more. On the island, Gabby is reunited with her father at last, and he's racked with guilt over everything his work has caused. But their reunion is cut short by the arrival of their captor's leader, who threatens Gabby's life unless he finishes the job within the hour. It's here the mission reveals its true shape. This was never a simple rescue. It was a coordinated operation between multiple intelligence agencies from the start, with Gabby working undercover the entire time. Unbeknownst to her partners, the real priority now is stopping the bomb before it leaves the island and keeping Gabby alive long enough to see it through. Gabby's father hands over the completed formula, split across 2 discs, only to be shot the instant he does. The woman in charge flees with both discs as the island descends into chaos. What follows is a frantic, high-speed pursuit by car and motorcycle, culminating in a spectacular collision that flips both vehicles and nearly costs the American his life saved only by Ilya's last-second intervention. With the immediate threat over, there's still the matter of the finished bomb, already loaded onto one of nearly 100 ships that departed that morning. The American remembers a photograph from the woman's office and manages to identify the exact vessel. When the ship's captain denies any wrongdoing, he tries a different approach, broadcasting a brutal lie over the radio, claiming her husband has been tortured to death. It's enough to make her break cover and reveal her exact position. Moments later, a missile finds the ship, and the woman and her operation go up with it, the nuclear device destroyed along with her. Back at the hotel, one final complication surfaces. Ilya's superiors, wary of the missing piece of the formula ending up in American hands, order him to eliminate his new partner and retrieve it himself. He walks into the American's room prepared to do exactly that, until the American tosses him something small and unexpected, his father's recovered watch. The moment diffuses everything between them. Instead of fighting, they burn the last of the formula together, ensuring it can never be rebuilt. Their superiors arrive not with punishment, but with praise and an offer. 2 rival agents, once ordered to spy on and betray each other, are about to become the founding members of something new entirely. The old rivalries end here. What begins next is a partnership nobody saw coming. If you love spies who trust each other about as much as they trust the enemy, subscribe now, because there's a lot more where this came from.